Hey, there he is.
Yeah, I was just finishing watching a movie.
Okay,
It was like the last 2 seconds, 2 minutes.
okay. Alright, well, now we're all here. Larry, this is my friend Kenny.
Okay.
Kenny, this is my friend Larry.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice neck, dude.
Beautiful.
Yeah, alright. While he's fixing the light. Larry,
It's like no light coverage.
I'm labeling this podcast. The name will or the tag will be "We have more friends."
Great.
More than the 2 friends you have.
Yeah, 'cause I when I renamed my channel, I called it Jay and Friends, but I've only used 3 friends for podcasts. So
It's still plural.
yeah, but I have more than 3 friends. So
J and more friends than
yeah,
expected.
yeah. There's more than 3.
J and more than 3 friends.
Yeah. Eventually we can get up to 5.
Amazing. So many friends.
All right.
5 people in a call.
No, just more more than me, Larry, Tanner, and Yvonne. You know that
Sounds
adds
like
up.
the Golden Boys.
Yeah. But Asian. And then
The Asian boys.
yeah, and then
Got
Tanner.
the Yarrow boys.
And then Tanner, who's like the whitest person we know. Alright, so we will start. Okay. Uh, so yeah, this is our 21st podcast.
Amazing.
Yeah, me and Larry here as usual. We brought Kenny.
Oh wait, we're starting.
Yeah, we're starting now. Kenny,
Yeah.
spam your Instagram.
We're starting.
Yeah, it's live.
We're live. Oh boy.
Ah.
What do I do? I mean,
I know.
hi.
Yeah. Now,
Yes.
now
This is. That's
spam the
how.
link on
That's how
Instagram
this works.
to your 7,000 followers.
To my 7,000.
Yeah, that's what we brought you on for. You know.
You have 7,000 followers.
My small ass
Yeah.
follower count.
Yeah, he was on a video with 1 million views, and he
That's
was the
OP.
subject. So,
I
dude,
was I was the subject of that video.
yeah, you were half the subject.
That's amazing. That is
So
Twitter
yeah,
and not Twitch.
Oh, you're streaming this, aren't you?
yeah, that's why. And
Dude, I
then
should.
I'll cut out the random parts, or if like one of us has to go take a call or something. But yeah,
Oh yeah, I gotta go take a call. See you. Bye.
Oh, goodbye.
and then comes back an hour later. So that call,
That call. What I miss?
it was Instagram
Just call my
followers
hooker.
7,001
I
complaining
was
about how it was
calling
all
my
done.
fellow hooker that was there
Yeah.
somewhere.
So yeah, uh,
How many followers do you even have on Twitch?
eight
Let's see.
Like
eight
Yeah, eight
total
people.
followers. Yeah.
amazing.
Is there a way I can
Slow.
host you? How do I host people?
Let's find out. Please do. If you do enough, we can get viewers. I have like 800 subscribers on YouTube, but not a lot of attention, so expanding, I guess. Alright. So yeah, and then
I
like
wonder how bad my internet connection would be if I started streaming. I can't even connect.
oh
I can't
god.
even connect. Like you have no idea. Like
Oh
it's
man.
it's saying, oh, it said stop streaming.
Oh man.
Why do I hear? Oh
Oh
shit.
my.
Yeah, you just like lagged out.
Looks like it's not working.
Dude, it's a wait. There we go. Right. Are you moving, Kenny?
Uh huh.
Your
Oh,
camera's
he is
frozen.
completely done though.
Are you sure? I was frozen. Sorry, I was just messing with you. No, I'm not. I'm not frozen.
Okay, just making sure,
Um.
because you made a great face.
Yeah, I know.
It was
I
great.
like held in that position.
Yeah.
No, it's not working.
So yeah,
It's not gonna work.
normally we just what we've been doing on the podcast is like 10 minutes before we're like, so, what do you want to talk about? We write them down on like a notepad.
Man, I thought you were gonna have this out a little bit earlier, but
Yeah, I thought I
it,
had it up too. I was wrong.
What would this category even be? IRL?
I just put it in podcasting and
oh,
talk show.
Podcasting?
Yeah.
I guess there's
Should
a
should I
podcasting
Pod
section.
should I change it to
talk show and
IRL?
podcast.
Yeah.
Does anyone even look at that? I didn't even know there
I
was
don't
that
know.
section. Can you put it in multiple?
There is literally there is one. Yeah, there is a
Yeah.
legit podcast one.
Yeah, it's
That's
talk
actually
shows and podcasts.
Oh,
that's neato.
Yep. That is where we are at.
there is 0 people watching any of these podcasts.
Come on, Kenny, bring the Instagrammers.
You want me to bring Instagrammers? Here, let
Yeah.
me
Oh gosh, that makes it so much scarier.
let me just
Larry,
quickly go live on my Instagram and tell
do
them
it.
to go to whatever your Twitch is. I don't even know where your Twitch is. Oh,
See,
I
Yeah.
just saw your Twitch.
I was very
Look,
okay with this when I knew we had 0 people watching.
the stakes are raised. Someone actually watches.
Oh, no. It's okay. At least they can't see my face,
Yeah, they'll just see your picture.
or they will see my bowl cut.
Yeah, yeah. The
That
bowl
is not
cut.
what I look like right now.
Yeah.
Wait, where am I putting this PowerPoint?
So yeah. So it's not too structured. We said we'd commit to that, but I failed 1 week in.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So
What should live even look like?
what's up?
Oh wow. Look at that. Oh, you did put my Instagram handle in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna
Amazing.
mute that really quick.
Okay. So yeah. Hey, there's 2 viewers. Someone clicked on it.
That's me.
That's
Hey,
also
what
me.
up? What up, new viewer?
Wait,
This is the one. It's interesting. Probably will cut this section out. Or leave
I
it.
The
just try to
section where
figure
I'm trying to
Yeah, us using
monetize.
your promotional tools.
Using promotional tools.
Yeah. You know, Larry, I was like, we went to Korean barbecue yesterday,
Oh yeah, I
and
heard.
I was like, kind of want to ask Larry, but I feel like he has class, so I don't want him to be like, oh man, I'm
It's
missing
okay. I
out.
also have no money.
Yeah, that too. But I wanted to go with FOMO to make everyone feel better. Yeah, you missed it. You missed it because I didn't want you to have FOMO, not because of monetary reasons. Yeah,
It's okay. I
yeah,
would have went.
yeah.
I'm
Kenny,
actually.
yeah,
I went too many times
yeah.
recently.
How I know Kenny is through a mutual friend named Timmy. He came down here for like the weekend, and we were like, all right, let's go eat. And then I was like, hey, Yifan, wanna go? And he's like, sure, why not? He showed up half an hour late because it's at a mall basically, and he asked Siri for directions, and he ended up on the other side of the mall.
Wait, what?
We
I
went to
think
Jen,
that.
so he parked on the other side and then was like, I don't know where I'm going. So that was fun. And then he came in, and because normally he sucks at all you can eat Korean barbecue because he doesn't do all you can eat.
Oh, we.
But he was like,
Okay,
what's up?
real talk here. I
Yeah.
haven't used my or streamed in over maybe like 1.5, 2 years,
Uh-huh.
and I somehow went from a low amount of like followers. I have 155 followers right now.
Ah, maybe someone was like, hey,
155 people. I don't even know where they came from.
maybe they
Okay, more like 60 people, but
okay. Maybe someone decided to put bots on your account.
Ooh.
Can you not paying for bots because that's probably against the terms of service, but you know. Increase the follower count somehow.
Don't know what services you're paying for, but okay.
No, I've heard like there's streamers that like they buy bots to increase like those numbers. So they're like, dude, sponsors, check me out. I just increased by 3,000%. Nothing
That's
shady
OP.
here. So yeah, but yeah, we went to Korean barbecue and Yifan was like, yeah, I haven't eaten since 2 in the morning. It was like, it was like 1 in the afternoon.
It's alright.
So
Just
he
no
he
breakfast.
actually ate a lot, but like, you know him, he's not good in social situations. So we gave him, I was like, here's the menu. This is what you can get. He's like, the server comes up and he goes, what do you want? He's like, he's like, can I just get 1 and 2? He didn't look at the menu.
Was it Jen?
Yeah,
I don't know what's on Jen.
yeah. And
Good
then
to know.
next time the server came back, he's like, can I get 3 and 4? Still didn't look at the menu.
Oh, that's
And he got
actually
up to
sounds like
9.
him.
Every like
Pretty good.
yeah, a couple other people were like, yeah, we're done. So we're like, all right, Yufan, you're ordering. And he's like, let's speed this up. Can I get a 5 through 8?
Quality.
And then he's like, can I get 9?
Ooh,
And he
Oh
read
my
10 and he's
goodness.
like, I don't like 10, so can I get 9 again?
I'm actually so sad right now of how you guys order food.
Yeah, for real. We were with someone
There's-
who knew how to eat Korean barbecue well, so he paced it well. But Yifan came late, so that was on him.
Oh,
And it was funny
but
though,
like
cause it
you
was
get all the beef
yeah,
and
yeah.
they're just like ways to like make to like be the most worth, and then
Yeah, like
also ways
and
to
pacing yourself. But it was just funny because uh, Kyle was also there, another friend, and and Yifan were all on one side, and we're all left-handed.
oh
So when when Yifan was trying to cut meat, he was like, I refuse to use my right hand, so he had the scissors like this,
nice.
and I was on the right side, so I was like, let's see how this goes. You know, I'm left-handed. It was funny watching him struggle. You know him, very committed to things when he starts doing it, so he's like autistically cutting meat, and then Kyle's just holding it.
autistically cutting meat.
Yes, because you use
That's
scissors
one for the streams.
yeah, you know, upside down, and at a 45-degree angle, you know, reaching. And he never at any point asked me, hey, you're on the right side where you can just use your left hand like normal people.
Okay, I'm not good at cutting meat either.
It's okay, Kenny, no one's watching it.
At least he's not using the scissors as sort of a knife. He's just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start cutting it out like that.
Just
Yeah.
Slice it.
It was funny though, cause when Yifan was eating, or he got our stuff came out, all he did was he flipped it, or we got a grill change, and he as soon as they put the grill down, he flipped like an entire
No.
stack of bulgogi.
Oh, rip grill.
Someone was like,
I'm
"Okay,
gonna
do it,
grill.
Yifan." He's like, "All right, I will." Not anticipating he'd actually do it right away.
Hmm.
And then once he
Guys
flipped
don't
it,
know your friends well
he didn't move the stack of beef. So I was like, "Oh God, he's gonna get salmonella." So I started moving the pile the order around. It's very interesting. Yifan is a funny person when he tries not to be.
It's the way to go.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right.
So podcast.
Yeah.
isn't this part of it? We
Yeah.
started.
Yeah. We're still going.
We're just here, sort of like dealing our fingers around, waiting
Yeah.
for people, I guess,
Yeah.
because that's how it works.
Yeah.
I
So,
can't
mean-
stream at the same time because my internet sucks shit.
Yeah. So Kenny, what have you been up to?
I haven't really been doing much. I have just been chilling here in LA, acting around. But you guys will see me sooner enough. I think on the first week of April, in a VR commercial for Bud Light.
Nice. Oh yeah, Larry. Kenny is an aspiring actor.
I see.
I don't know if aspiring sounds like a derogatory term or not, but we'll go with it. You know, that could be taken of one of two ways. But
Okay.
you know, he was on a video with 1 million views, so he's getting somewhere.
Yeah, it's getting there.
See,
I
what's it
believe.
even at right now? Let me see.
Yeah.
I haven't. I love reading the comment sections of that video because they're the funniest
Is it? I swear.
things I've ever read.
So the video
Oh
is
yeah.
Kenny played beer pong with a girl, and
What?
That was
I
like
think
27
yeah,
million.
yeah, and
Holy shit. 27.5.
didn't you make like $50 off that?
I made 250 bucks.
Oh, dude,
Nice,
nice.
nice.
We were talking
248. Sorry,
we were
248
talking about that.
bucks.
We were like, they probably paid him like $20 and then made like thousands of dollars off of it.
Yeah, no, they definitely made like
Yeah,
money bank.
yeah. But it was like, what were the rules? Was it like was it like punishments every time you got something? Or
So
you
it's
scored?
just beer pong.
Yeah.
Beer pong is played as beer pong is played. You tossing the ball into the cup. If you make it into a cup, underneath the cup there's a dare. Um, and every time you you either choose to do the dare. If you do the dare, you can save the cup.
Mhm.
If you don't do the dare, you have to drink the cup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the girl got down to her underwear at some point, so I suspect that's why it's got a few million views, but Kenny was also entertaining, so he brought in like 10 views.
No, yeah, yeah.
Solid 10.
Yeah.
Maybe 11 if I'm
Yeah.
risky enough.
Ooh.
Uh so some of us as his friends skip some parts.
Oh,
'Cause you know, Kenny shirtless is leaves more to be desired.
Hey, hey, I got that nice dad bod going on, alright?
Hey
oh,
man,
That
that's
dad
the
bod.
all I'm saying is
Mess
you
with.
made
that's the part I want to learn.
$248. They made money. Most people want out of that video.
Most
Yeah.
Yeah,
people.
most people. Some of your friends saw more than we wanted.
Do this.
But yeah. And then Larry's like my religion and anime guy, for lack of a better
I
term.
I guess. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I'm that person.
I'm like,
You guys see that?
ooh,
Look at that. I can share videos.
hey,
Boom.
Wow.
Beer pong with a twist.
yeah,
So yeah, that's that. That's off of cut.com or
yeah.
cut.
Okay.
That's
Kenny,
their
don't advertise them. You're not
oh,
making any more
they've
money
got
off that.
plenty. They got 7 million. That's
Yeah,
whatever.
but you're not making any more money off that.
No, I'm not.
You gotta boost his popularity, you know.
Yeah, that is true. It's got to get a 7,001.
Yeah, I started boosting people's ego. Like, have you guys seen this stream right here? It's a
Which
really
one?
good stream. It's Asian fried rice.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
Oh, there we
yeah.
go. While you're
You know
playing
that guy.
your own video.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be like Twitch Inception when it catches up.
uh,
Oh no, you stopped it too early. Now we're not gonna
I
get to the
legit.
part where the stream
See,
has the stream.
see, the funny part is, I legit can probably go live on my Instagram and get more viewers on that than what's happening right now on your stream.
Hey man,
So,
Probably.
hey man, you're not
probably
wrong, but it's okay.
But
just putting that savage moment out there.
Yeah,
it is alright.
flex, Kenny, go. That dad bod's not gonna go to use for the, you know.
You
Yeah.
hear
I
that? You
mean,
hear that hollowness? Here, let me put the
beautiful.
mic down there.
Oh no.
Some like good girth to it.
You gotta make sure your app protector is in place.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So that's updates, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you guys know a little more about each other.
Yeah, I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
Work this, man.
What's up?
Wait, what?
What, Kenny?
Wait, what?
Oh, you said
You
Uh,
said
something.
something.
Oh, did I cut out?
No, you said something, but Larry was talking over you. Or you said something while Larry was talking. I don't know.
Oh.
We'll
I
find
don't I don't know what part I skipped out on.
Okay.
I don't know
Alright.
what's going on.
So yeah. Well, let's see.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah. I guess.
You can choose.
Next topic.
Oh, yeah.
What is the topic of this conversation we have right now?
It was
Maybe
anything
maybe we
goes.
should give you this here.
Yeah. Yeah. There's that
What are you
link.
giving me? You're giving me something.
Yeah.
Ah, the podcast topics.
Yeah.
The thing that had 2 topics on there.
It's got
Oh,
5
it's
now.
more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's more.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a wait. What? Oh, duck. That's this anonymous duck.
Yeah.
I thought it said
Yeah.
anonymous dick.
Oh,
I thought it was just
That's a
like
flag.
anonymous asshole on your
Okay.
podcast.
You're our anonymous quagga. I
Yeah,
don't know
what
what
a
it's
I'm a
called.
quagga.
what?
Yeah,
I
you're a
don't know.
quagga.
What's a quagga?
What's a quagga?
It doesn't sound like a good. Okay.
Quagga.
It's
Alright,
a
I'm googling it.
plains zebra that lived in South Africa until it became extinct late into
Did
the
you say it
19th
was a
Oh.
century.
plagued
No,
zebra?
a plain. You're a dead
Plains.
zebra.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, plain zebra.
You
I'm a
used to
plain zebra.
exist.
You're a dead zebra.
Yeah,
Very basic.
Wait, I closed it. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Okay, I'm trolling.
it's supposed to be a subspecies of plains zebra.
Well, all I see is an anonymous dick flying around,
It's because you're the dead zebra.
Yeah. That gets
and
the
you're
duck.
the
Hey, man.
anonymous dick.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that keeps the duck floating.
What?
You know. There's your propeller.
All right, we can move on.
Okay. So yeah. So
All right, so from what I saw earlier, podcast topics in which I assumed you started when you woke up this morning.
yes,
There was 2, now there's 5.
yes.
We added a.
Added
So
a
you're
few.
here. Are you coming here with me with some anime updates?
Yeah, yeah, Larry.
What's that all about?
Oh, am I coming up? Okay, I guess I have anime updates. I don't even watch any of the new anime except for JoJo's. I caught up on JoJo's. I'm not even that caught up in JoJo's. But anyways, I finished Land of the Lustrous. It's an anime about rocks. It was great. And
About
what's-
rocks.
yeah, and the
Rocks.
rocks question their own existence. Like, why am I alive?
So I feel like it sounds like Japanese Steven Universe.
Why am I
Actually,
a rock?
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I finished it. I was like, wait, why is this just Steven Universe?
They're not gems.
Except
Yeah.
they are gems.
So it is Japanese Steven Universe.
When did Steven Universe come out?
I don't know. I never watched it. I just know about it.
Yeah, but like, the what they talk about is very different from Steven Universe. Like Steven Universe, like talking about like it's okay to be yourself and like it's like just be friends with.
What
people.
is Land of the
It
Lustrous
premiered
talk
on May
about?
21st, 2013.
Nice.
Oh, that's actually
So
like
recent.
almost the same as Land of the Lustrous.
Did they
but-
just tell you to rock on?
No, Land of the Lustrous.
6 years ago. It just
there's
premiered.
just there's one useless character.
Hmm.
She's clumsy. She's useless. But and then so she's like trying to figure out what's the purpose of her life, and then you just go through the anime like, and she's like trying to figure out what's going on, like why is she here, why does she exist, and it's just like really interesting to see like how she grows, and a little bit part of it is like talking about like if you I don't remember what the paradox is called like, but if you replace all the parts of a ship, do you have a new ship
Oh,
or is it the same ship?
theater's ship or something like that.
Yeah. So, so it kind of touches on that a little bit. So it is pretty interesting anime if you're into animes where people
Nice.
talk a lot. They do kill little human soldier things.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know with
Nice.
swords. It's pretty sick.
Kill little human soldier things. So
They're
toy
like
soldiers.
Like,
they're
do you mean like
they're-
children
they're-
or
no,
tiny
they're-
people?
they're Lunarians. They're coming from the moon.
Oh, moon people.
Yeah, they kill moon people.
Okay, they're not human then.
Lunarians. That's They're not Martians.
Lunarians. No, they're coming from the moon.
Moonarians,
Yeah, dude.
Moonarians.
Lunarians. They come from the moon. But
Lunarians.
that was actually really good. I don't know if they're gonna make a second season, but I'll probably read the manga.
Nice.
And then I don't know. I'm just watching Monogatari second season.
Nice. Man, I keep getting recommended Naruto videos on YouTube. So I'm like, dude, I never watched this part because I read the manga. And now it's recommending me Boruto videos. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And like half the videos are like really annoying little kids. And they're all useless, but they all master like the stuff that you almost die to master. And they're like, yeah, I just casually do it. I'm very questionable about the show.
Boruto. Yeah.
Until it, cause like, like Choji, his like butterfly thing. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you could die from it. And his daughter's just like, yeah, I could just do this whenever I want.
Yeah. It
And
just
You have an ad.
I have an ad.
do we
Twitch
get
is
money?
making money off of me.
Yeah.
What
You
up,
actually
Twitch?
like Twitch is making money off me with the whole entire or the two people in this
Hey,
Discord
hey, we're making
watching your
someone
stream.
money.
We're doing something.
We're doing something right. Just not everything right. Because otherwise, we should be making part of that. You know.
You know, maybe we watch it enough.
Sorry, I seem to choke on that thought a little.
Yeah, it's a very optimistic thought.
Very optimistic.
But yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Kenny,
Yes.
so I I guess good time to ask, cause we're just talking. So what'd you do with college when you were in Washington? Cause like when we all went to college. I I feel like you didn't go to the same college as Timmy, so I didn't ask about it. I'm just
No,
curious.
I actually did not go to the same college as Timmy. I went up to a different college.
Hmm.
He went to UW. I went to another one called Western Washington University.
Okay.
Wasted my time there doing things I wasn't passionate about,
Uh,
things I wasn't interested in, and then made my way down to Bellevue College to find something useful with my money's worth because it's cheaper. I
hmm.
mean, community college is $500 a class rather than paying
Yeah,
15,000
yeah.
for a whole entire quarter when you maybe take 2 classes or you take 4 classes. Either way, it's still going to cost that much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So then I did acting, and the agency was like, "Hey, you got kind of popular with this one video. Go the fuck down to California." So I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Wait, but I have no money." Like, "We don't care. Here's your bags. Go." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Bye." So
Nice.
so now I'm down here in California, acting away, and just doing a film college, film
Oh, that's
class
cool.
stuff here.
Okay, so
So
is it like a university or is it just like an like like an
it's like
agency that teaches classes?
no, it's a college.
Okay,
It's not a university, but it is a
Okay.
college here.
okay.
And we do graduate with a BFA, which is a
BFA.
Bachelor's of Fine Arts in
Um,
film and studio and all that stuff. So it's pretty neat. You learn a few things and you connect with a lot of people here. Like we have people who worked for, what's that show? American Horror Story. We have people
okay.
here, and these are like people who are teaching us things. He did post sound for American Horror Story, and he teaches the sound at our college.
That's
So we
cool.
have a lot of people, who's in the business and connects us with a lot of other stuff, such as, you know, Sony, Paramount, all that stuff.
Nice. Yeah, because I was always curious because I remember they were like, yeah, you signed up for biology, and I'm like, I don't think Kenny's a biology kind of guy, or something
I
like
signed
that.
up for chemistry.
Yeah, yeah, one of those two. Yeah,
I started with chemistry, and I switched majors about 6, 7 times
yeah.
Oh.
before landing on a major I liked, which was not acting.
Uh, wait,
I
wait. Oh yeah, and then at
I
your
went
university, was it you pick your major right away, or you pick it after 2 years?
junior year,
Okay,
before
yeah.
junior
Oh.
year.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to
Because
sort
that's
decide before
different for
junior year.
us. Because at ASU, you pick your major right away, and they're just like, go do these classes now.
Yeah, that's what happened with this college. Is this one is when you come here, everyone's earning the same degree,
Oh, okay.
BFA, Bachelor of Fine Arts. But what they tell you is you choose. You choose whether you want to um, graduate with a supreme knowledge of acting, of editing, of cinematography, of directing, producing, or sound. So there's a whole sort of like a minor category to this general bachelor's degree.
Okay. Yeah,
So that's what we had to do.
that's
That's pretty
interesting.
cool.
Now we know more about yeah, Kenny. Now we know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I also switch majors.
yeah, yeah,
Because I only switched once. I'm
yeah,
stubborn.
yeah.
Like I did,
Larry was an electrical engineer.
yeah, I did electrical engineering for 2.5 years, and I'm like, okay, I'm failing. Time to switch majors. I ended up switching to psychology. Um, so that's what I'm doing now. And, you know, I enjoy it now. Um, like if I like think back now, like I was really stubborn on like electrical engineering. I don't know why. I just felt like I couldn't switch, or like I didn't know what else to do. Um, but I had to switch to something. So psychology, and now that's where I'm at, and I'm really happy learning it. And like I've never like when you read a textbook, like you don't expect to like have tears, like not because like I had tears like reading my textbook because I was sad, like just reading it like about like people's mental problems and stuff.
But it's like a good kind of sad, right?
Yeah, I was
Like
just like, oh
like it
man,
reaches you.
like I kind of want to help these people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, 'cause yeah, it's not fun being in a major you don't like. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Like
was just
even though
yeah, go for it.
electrical is like really interesting, um, like I I don't think it was something I can do like in the field,
Mm.
like actually like using my whatever I learned in college.
Was that the same with you, Kenny, or you just didn't like the classes?
I mean, I liked a lot of classes. It's just, I guess, overall, like when you look in the future of what you want to do with your life, and when you graduate with this sort of major, chemistry, I love it. It's a lot of fun. I love being in the labs. I love doing stuff. But biology was never my strong suit. Um, and I just sort of from there just went downhill. It was like I sort of lost interest in it. It was super exciting at first, but it just got boring over time. Um, and then business, dealing with money. I thought, okay, in the long run, this can make me somewhat well off, and I enjoyed it a lot. I love doing business, so I started with business. So I did a lot of research into business majors and what I did in school for businesses and doing all their classes, as well as all that. But then this acting thing sort of blew up in my face, and then I was like, okay, cool. Gotta pack my bags, go down to California, and start acting. So I did what I could with my business skills, but eventually I hope like finishing or when I'm well off in acting, I hope to go back to business as well because I do like to do business.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you switched to acting, it was just 'cause like you had the opportunity, not like you didn't like
It was
business.
more of the hype of the moment.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
what you're
So
doing now.
acting, I did acting sort of small like on the sidelines when I was in Washington. But then after that video blew up and my agency caught whiff of it, they're uh they're saying I should take advantage of this and go to California. So using that, I came down to California.
Okay.
Nice.
So how come it's every podcast you guys are on this is your 21st podcast
Yeah.
Something like that.
and somehow Larry's just it's just a picture.
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
Oh,
actually see
yeah.
Larry.
Before we would show up at Larry's house and then just record it there, but it takes forever to or like schedules got changed, so we are
yeah.
doing it on Discord now.
I mean,
And
Yeah.
podcasts
Yeah.
on Discord, it's becoming more and more popular.
Yeah.
A lot of the higher streamers use it. Um, what's his name? Greek or something like that. The bearded large
Yeah.
guy. He they did their group did podcasts. They were
Yeah.
doing off of
Yeah.
oh,
Discord. I was just wondering why is Larry just a
Oh yeah.
oh, it's
Yeah, yeah.
because
picture?
Larry
Larry doesn't
has
have a webcam. So I was gonna
easiest answer.
yeah, I was gonna just pick him. I was just gonna get a webcam off Amazon and get it for him.
Probably, yeah, probably get to that. Then we can actually see who that guy behind that picture really is. Has he changed, or does he
Yeah.
still have that Ramen noodle bowl cut.
I definitely do not have that bowl cut.
Uh, we'll see.
That was an interesting phase of my hair.
I mean, when I first started, speaking of phases, like I mean, when I first started acting, I actually had, you know, really big coconut head hairstyle. My hair was very long and it was very round, so I was pretty much like a walking puffy coconut.
You were a coconut head.
Yeah, and then my hair is short now; it's all spiked up. But back then, my hair would be whole hair,
Oh no, you lagged out.
Say
oh,
that again.
Yeah, yeah,
whole head was hair,
Yeah, yeah.
just like that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
I
you
try to cut
s-
it a little bit better
you
now.
spiced
but-
it up.
Well, let's see if we can find an old photo.
All right, that's a good idea, Kenny. I'm on Amazon now. What up, Larry? This is your birthday present.
Oh shoot, you can actually buy me a thing. I was a commit.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
We
Hey,
have
I
a lot
still
of
have
interesting
Yifen's
topics
address
today.
on Amazon.
Yeah.
All right, Larry. I'm investing in you.
All right, I'm being invested in. I will try my best to make
Wait.
$30.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
All right, let's see what you guys have on this entire topics list.
Yeah, you can decide on
Yeah,
what you want to talk about
we're
next.
like we're
There
almost
are
done with the list already because we hit 3 out of 5. And,
there are
So
two
we hit-
topics.
Yeah.
I mean, we did the layer with anime updates. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
curious about that. You talked about Korean barbecue lunch with Timmy.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then thoughts on changing majors. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I guess. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, I didn't. You guys snuck that in there. I didn't even
Yeah.
notice you guys were talking about something off
Yeah.
the list.
We didn't do this 20 times just to be that bad.
We're working on it. We're
Yeah.
still bad.
By 100, you won't even need the topic list.
Maybe actually, I think we still need a topic list.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Maybe
it's
it'll
it's
be-
whatever you guys
Yeah.
want. My first time on podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me here.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, no, I meant like by 100 we'll bring Kenny back and Kenny will be like, where's the topic list?
Well, hopefully when my
conversation.
internet.
Yeah. Yeah, by then hopefully that that VR ad will pay for better internet.
Well, I mean, we are my roommates and I were in
Uh-huh.
discussion of using or upgrading our internet,
Uh,
but
Nice,
currently
nice.
we use AT&T internet, which is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's also a problem of California internet because
Oh, yeah.
Spectrum here sucks. AT&T is slow coverage
you
because
just-
they're
your
they're
area?
more wide in their coverage. Spectrum has its moments, but I feel like the Wi-Fi here in LA.
Oh,
Yeah, you cut out. The what?
Yeah,
you cut out for that
proves my
whole
point. It
sentence.
proves
Yeah,
my
yeah,
point, though.
that's a
It-
great
it
that's a
doesn't-
great description.
It doesn't want you to talk bad about it.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi
general-
here,
The general
undescribed
Wi-Fi here
adjective.
and internet here in California is
Man,
Dude,
they really don't want you to
they're
be talking
censoring
about
you.
the Wi-Fi. That's the
Because-
next level.
You're actually being censored for your Wi-Fi.
NSA is on my ass already.
Not the NSA, just AT&T.
Yeah, like,
See,
oh,
you said
we
their-
got a
every
guy
time-
talking shit about us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you say their name, perfectly clean. AT&T is a lags out kind of company.
These
No, for
looking
real.
at our stream, they're like pressing the button every time I start talking shit about AT&T.
Turn off the internet right now.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm gonna turn off the internet just like that. AT&T is complete dog shit.
Oh shoot.
Wow. Wow.
Oh no, he's
Did I
done
go
now.
through?
He's good. He's good. You're good.
Oh shit.
Now you're like.
I
They
gotta
messed
start
it
checking
up.
on Windows. They're gonna put snipers.
There's
Hey,
just a dude outside with a
maybe-
button, Wi-Fi off, Wi-Fi on, but he
Maybe that
only
means they're
does it.
watching me.
Yeah, yeah. So he
Who
only
have you?
cuts it out small amounts. So he's like, No, dude, it's our bad service. It's not that we're cutting you out and censoring you.
Quality.
We found a bigger conspiracy here. AT&T, sponsor us so we can talk good things about your service. While Kenny lags out. Kenny will be like, man, this service is great. Don't use lags when you say competitor's name.
Oh yeah.
Spectrum's great. AT&T sucks.
Yeah.
Did that go through?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
The
did. It
funny
did.
thing is, as we were saying, someone is watching you. We got another viewer. Oh no.
Oh no.
AT&T's watching.
Someone, someone's watching this. It's that third person who's in your
It's at your
AT&T
phone.
coworker or employee uses their chillings like,
Yeah. Yeah, his account is like AT&T is great on Twitch.
Amazing. Anyways,
AT&T
let's
is
move on.
not great on Twitch.
Yeah.
Let us move on.
So yeah.
Yeah, before we get hunted
Yeah.
down by
Yeah,
AT&T.
before they just like, "Hey Cox, these guys said bad things about you. Shut it all down," and then like kill both mine and Larry's internet.
Yeah, I need my internet to do homework here.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is something I was thinking about, talent versus hard work. 'Cause
Okay, what about?
yeah, so the guy who runs my taekwondo school is a is like a tricker. So Kenny,
Okay.
that's not it's not that's someone who does like acrobatics and a lot of
It's
jumping
flips
and
and kicks.
twisting, yeah, flips and kicks and all that. So he was in this group and someone posted, they were like, how does this 14-year-old Japanese kid do all these crazy things? He's like, it can't be genetics or something mutation, right? And people were coming up with excuses. They were like, it's 'cause he trains on these nice floors and like the taekwondo owner got upset. He was like, this whole group is people like, how do I do this right? And then like everyone tells him to do the wrong thing. And he was like, he posted this like entire rant. He's like, okay, let's be real. You guys are doing this as a hobby. He does it as his, his passion. So he trains like 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's hilarious because
Like,
he was ranting to me about it, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. All these kids are entitled. I'm like, oh God, I sound like an old man. But like that got me thinking because I feel like a lot of people just look for like quick solutions or like they're like, oh dude, I'm talented at this. I don't gotta do nothing, right? So just curious what your thoughts are, what your guys' thoughts are on talent, like if you're talented at something versus like having to work hard to get there in like creative in any discipline.
I think in the end, like, even no matter how much talent you have, you still need hard work to get anywhere in it. I guess besides school, you're talented at school, then you kind of just breeze through. Um, but
Well, because you
go ahead.
can be talented by being super smart, really high IQ, um, but that just proves one thing is just you're super smart. But if you're talented in something else, be really talented means you're really good at that one thing you're trying to do. For example, if you're in Harvard, you go to somewhere like Harvard, you go somewhere like Oxford, um, MIT, and you're really talented in, for example, something like video games. You're really good at playing video games. You're not gonna go to that school and be the smartest one there. You're not gonna be the most talented one there. Yeah, sure, in video games, but you know, why send, for example, Faker off of League of Legends? Why send Faker off to MIT when he's earning big money
Yeah.
playing for teams and winning championships and such like that?
Mhm.
So there's definitely between a difference between hard working and talent, because talent can only bring you so far, and putting more effort with that talent can bring you further. But hard working can put you up there with people who have talent.
Yeah. I think in for things like martial arts and stuff, or like gymnastics, like Hard work definitely does most of the work.
Yeah.
Yes, like talent is part of it, like how you're shaped, I guess. Like if you're like too tall, it's like hard. It's harder for you to do gymnastics a lot of times, or
Yeah.
like and like how flexible your muscles are, like just generally how you like those are all like kind of like talented related things. But like if you like a lot of like really like good gymnasts and like people who like do flips and stuff, they start off when like they're pretty young. There's a Korean Taekwondo show group. It's called like Kuki One or something,
Hmm.
and that like they're so sick. Like
Yeah.
they like throw people like like 10, 20 feet into the air, and they're like the kickboards and stuff. But like you start off, they start training people when the kids are like 7, and then like they can join the team like 10 years later, and like that's how they get good. And that's how they get good. So
Yeah.
like I feel like most of it like attributes to hard work.
Yeah. That was funny. That was one of the comments on that on the question. They were like, okay, this is serious answers. Some people were like, dude, he's 14. He hasn't hit puberty yet. Wait till he hits puberty. Or it was like, they were like, his physical structure allows him to spin more. And, and it's funny because the guy who owns my taekwondo school, he's like like in Japan at least, the pioneer of like one of the pioneers of tricking. Because because he was in Japan in like the early 2000s, and like it hadn't it was like doing those kind of things weren't popular. It was like you did like real sports because it was like, something that you could get status for. So he's one of the first people, and like he said, like his whole generation of people who did tricking were like the kids who were in high school. They did like those vocational high schools where like you show up like once or twice a month, and then you spend your whole day doing like training. So it
Okay.
was just funny, and he like brought that up, and people were like, "But it's because he's tiny." And the guy who owns my taekwondo school, he said like they were able to get like fat people to trick well, and like people who wouldn't normally have like that range of movement were able to
Yeah.
do those techniques. So it's just funny.
Yeah. There's just like so many of those
But
techniques
that
based on
point, that
Yeah,
that pushes into the point of
yeah,
if they're willing to work hard
yeah,
enough, they can achieve that.
yeah.
While yes, some people are talented enough, or
Hmm.
some people just have enough high enough metabolism to not burn off and not have the extra fat
Yeah,
on their body to do those things. But if you work hard enough, you can do a lot of things that other people can as well.
yeah, yeah,
Limitations, but it's the hard work into it is what puts it through.
yeah. Talent is a lot of time just makes it easier for you to do certain things over other people. Um, but definitely, uh, even though it counts for it, and it also accounts for like how far you can go in something. Um, hard work definitely um, will get you very far.
yeah. Yeah, that just curious because I'm like I'm not crazy, right? Because I feel like I hear people all the like there's some people like I don't know if it's they're like delusional or like in league with people are like, dude, I'm so good at this game, but like they don't put the effort in. And then they're like, oh, if I put in effort, like
That's me.
that kind of philosophy. I don't know if it's like, or if it's actually just like there's people who feel like they're like, oh, I have all this talent, so I don't have to work hard or something like that.
That's
Or just
I
like,
can also.
yeah,
I think that's like for school. That's actually me. Like I had all this talent, and like so I don't have to work hard. Like all throughout high school, like I didn't try at all. Like I'm taking AP classes, like in sleeping class. Like I get A's, B's. Like and I didn't care. Like those are good grades according to everyone else. So I'm like, all right. Like I don't have to try to like do well in school. Um, and then like I gone to college and like I had to like start doing homework. I have to like start trying. Like what? I don't understand. Like why are things so much harder now? And like that's how far my talent got me. But like because I didn't do any
You,
hard work, I got wrecked. Yeah. What
I
up?
mean, see, I'm gonna start shade talking Jason here then. Because speaking of hard work, and like if you're doing something like a podcast, and this is your
yeah,
21st podcast already,
yeah,
and having so little, why not? You don't promote yourself. I've seen I mean, yeah, I'm looking at your Facebook right now. It says March 15th at
Oh
9
yeah,
o'clock. You know, that was last week. But how about today's? How about
that is
next
true.
week's? You know, you gotta
Yeah,
keep up with that stuff.
yeah, I'm still working on it. The, yeah, I'm working on it. The thing is, like, I know that I'm like figuring out who to market to, you know? Because it's like, because if I just have a bunch of people who don't know how to use Twitch, that I'm like, hey, check this out, then it's like, shouting in the wind.
But
So yeah,
all this is
yeah,
just a link.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they don't
yeah,
need an
that's true.
account. They don't need a membership. They don't,
Yeah,
just log. Just click on that,
yeah,
see an advertisement because
yeah,
Twitch wants money, and then off to your podcast you go.
yeah, yeah. No, that is true. That is true. You know, no, I'm not even gonna like, oh, I have to defend myself. I'm just like, that's true. We'll
Yes,
work on it.
part of it, but
Is
yeah.
Yeah,
your podcast? It reminds me of like it reminds me of those like the style is very old.
yeah,
It reminds me of like the whole entire. There's four people on the bottom. There's a random Asian guy on a. I guess. Oh, he's on the phone. Okay, I see.
yeah, yeah. That's Larry.
And 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 all that stuff reminds me of something like from like one of those old Chinese shows where it's just
Yeah,
you know
So it is
I don't know,
very
it's pretty fun.
old style.
yeah,
It's a very
Yeah.
old style.
yeah. I was like, this
Like
is
all
a
of a sudden you start getting like Chinese people screaming Chinese at you out of nowhere.
be very interesting because I wouldn't understand any of it. I'd be like, hey, Kenny, I need you to read this for me. Kenny.
What?
People start typing Chinese at me. I'll be
Yeah,
like, hey, Kenny,
as if I
Kenny.
can. No, okay. Let's go back on this messaging from you sending to me. You
Mhm.
sent me something a while back.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about it.
what was it?
Literate boy, what does this mean?
What was it?
What is this?
It's a picture you sent me.
Can you put
Oh,
it
yeah,
somewhere?
yeah. It was, oh no, it was like someone, a girl I was talking to was posting stuff on like Snapchat stories in Chinese, and I'm like, I can't read this. I'm like, Kenny, what does it mean? And she wouldn't explain it, so I'm like, Kenny, I only know Google Translate only works so well.
Google Translate's okay for something.
Yeah. So I'm
Memes are
like,
not very helpful sometimes.
I don't want to look bad by screenshotting the thing, so because it shows. So I'm like handwriting it, and I'm like, I don't know what this means. So I hand wrote it to copy the picture, and then I wrote that into Google Translate. It
I see.
yeah, it was like the translation was something like loneliness and broken heart, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't mean me. Okay, I'm out. So yeah,
So
yeah.
that matters to you whether a girl eats meat or not.
Hmm? What's up?
What?
That matters to you. You're like, oh, she doesn't eat meat. I'm out.
Oh no no no, that was that was a no, it wasn't directly because of that. It was like we had met on the Boba Meets Bagel website.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
and then
met on Boba Meets Bagel.
yeah,
the new one.
yeah, the subtle Asian dating website, for lack of a better term.
Boba Meets
Yeah,
Bagel.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
and
like a new take on
yeah,
coffee meets bagel.
yeah, but free and with Asian people.
So
Yeah.
I'm making
Yeah,
that count right now.
do it, dude.
Oh my gosh.
But you can definitely tell that it's like every online dating website where it's like a high volume of guys to girls ratio because it says because everyone's profile, it says how many people have viewed the person, and like every girl has like 400 plus, and it's random, so it's like every time you discover it you just get a random person's page, and mine has like barely under 300. So you can kind of guess the ratio. I've seen people with like 1,000 views. I'm like, geez, man, that's some high ratio. But yeah, yeah, it was interesting because we had talked for like a month, and I'm like, so you keep posting all this stuff. She's like, yeah, I'm not over it, dude. She's like, my friend made this for me. I'm like, oh, that's the situation. I
Oh,
was,
yeah, I'm pretty sure that
Boba
happens a
Meat
lot
Bagel
on.
seems very meme like.
yeah,
I'm looking at it right now. There's a person named Nevermind.
yeah. There's a lot of those.
Um, I mean, it's just subtle Asian dating.
Yeah,
It's a lot of memes.
yeah,
Yeah, that's why I like Solid names because
yeah,
the funniest things like they post the funniest things on there.
yeah.
Let's see if I can find one really quick.
I don't think it's like very big anymore.
Yeah,
It just,
I feel like I saw
but
somewhere that like the group like had some issue on Facebook.
I think it was just more of the hype of people messing around and
Oh yeah,
you know it's part of
yeah,
a norm because
yeah,
Solid Asian trades
yeah,
grew so
yeah,
large over such a short time,
yeah.
and then
Plus, there's only so
sad.
many people you can auction off.
you're right.
Auctioning off. So actually, I did actually message a person,
Hmm.
um, because I did join Solid Asian dating, and I did message her to ask her, not ask her out, but more of ask her, why, what's the parameters of subtle Asian dating? Did she get um auctioned off involuntarily? Did
Hmm.
like people feel like, oh, she's too lonely? And so I just asked a few people this, and one replied to me because I was like, oh, quick question. Um, I see you got these, I see these posts on SAD. Do you ask to be put on SAD, or is this something that your friends just do on your behalf? Just
Hmm.
wondering. Thanks. And Lisa, oh, I'm not gonna say her full name, but that's, Lisa. She goes,
No problem.
I think it depends. I was just joking with a friend how I wanted to post, and he was like, I'm gonna do it. So I guess it's sort of like joking around, messing
Yeah.
around, nothing too serious, like an open relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. I was like, oh, there's no Arizona group. There's like a West Coast one, and it was like a chat, and I got in there, and it was like 20 dudes and one girl, and they were all
Oh,
just talking
What
about
was it? Wait,
games.
it was a chat?
Yeah, there was like
wait,
it was
what
like
is
a
this
Facebook,
chat?
no, it was like a Facebook message group, and it was like for West Coast people. And I was like, I'll join, see what's in here. And it was actually like 20, like just the people who were messaging. It was like 20 dudes and one girl, and I'm like, man, this isn't China.
Oh, what's that?
But yeah, I feel like the subtle Asian dating is like more meme, and then you get like those one or two posts out of like 1,000 that are like, we actually dated.
Yeah, that's true. You
But
get a
other
few
than
of
Well,
that,
those.
then
it's just great
that's
memes.
like the one in a million love
Yeah,
story. The
yeah,
Tinder. What are some other thing? What Bumble?
yeah, all those.
Um, Boba meets Bagel. Isn't that based off something? Boba meets Bagel.
Yeah, it's
It's based, yeah, it's based off
coffee
of
meets
Coffee Meets
bagel,
Bagel.
I think.
Ah, yeah, that Coffee Meets Bagel.
It was a Shark Tank thing, and then
That's why it sounds
now,
so familiar. I
I
was like,
think,
why does that sound
yeah,
so familiar? I was like, Shark Tank.
it's a Shark Tank thing, and now it became like really big.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Larry was on here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, Larry's on here. See, I mean, I don't know how to like cover up half my screen, figure out how to put his face on here.
What are you trying to do?
I found Larry.
Oh, on Facebook?
Oh yeah, he can add me on Facebook.
No, I just need this picture.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Which,
open image and new tab. Look at that. I'm a genius. Alright. How do I do
Amazing.
this?
oh,
Oh,
okay. You're sharing.
that's
Oh no,
Oh
are
boy.
you displaying my
oh
Facebook to the
boy.
world?
Are you Facebook stalking Larry live?
Wait, Facebook stalking me live.
Look
Oh,
That is
that's
not
that
not
me.
the
Larry.
right Larry.
That is 100% not me.
That would be Larry if you shrunk or you made his
If I shrunk
face
my head a
this
little bit,
way and then you made a rectangle
and
on his
it's,
face.
I think the rest of it is just hair.
Yeah, yeah. And the hair. You moved the
I
hair
can't
all
find that.
up All the
I
hair
was
went
I was
up.
going off of your picture off of the phone, I guess, in the
Oh, that was that's Larry's picture from when he went to a Wong Fu event. I was like, Larry looks happy here.
this is a Wong Fu Larry.
Yeah,
That's what we got. We got
yeah, yeah,
Wong Fu Larry.
yeah. And then I think karaoke Larry as his
What?
template picture for stream.
That I was probably doing some epic thing,
Yeah, some church thing, church
or
group thing.
probably leading a meeting or something.
Yeah, but I was like, he looks like he's speaking, so close enough.
There's other ones where I look like I'm speaking
Yeah, but you have
with
a
better
microphone
hair.
there.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
But anyways,
So yeah,
yeah. Feel free to find me on Facebook.
yeah.
Don't stream, don't live stream it. I have other people on here, so
But yeah, and
I have friends.
I guess
He's like,
so.
I don't need people telling my personal life off.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, of the five things we had on our topic list that that should be more is overtime.
My last one.
Yeah, which is what I've been doing. So
Oh, fun.
I work night shift, 12 hours, 3 days a week, and then 4 days a week. And I was like, for the month of March, I've got no obligations. Let's work an extra day. That is not fun. Which,
Oh,
because, yeah. So I'm working 48 hours and then 60 hours a week from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. That is not fun. On the 5 day weeks, I effectively only have a day and a half off because I have to sleep. Yeah.
I mean, working overtime can be good
Yeah, yeah.
if you're in need of money,
Yeah, yeah.
but
But
overtime is something that's also optional.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, as bound by the law, or as to my understanding, is bound by the law and stuff like that, where you can't, you're not made to
Yeah,
work overtime. That's why there's a limit to how
yeah.
long you can work per day.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so like working overtime, it's up to you. Working overtime can be good. It can be bad because it's taking more time away from your life. You get more tired.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to work like a full day's worth of it
yeah.
overtime. But like working extra 1 hour, 2 hours for that extra couple bucks,
Yeah.
because it's not just like, oh, for example, I'm being paid $15 an hour. If I work 2 more hours, it's $30. No,
Yeah.
overtime is a little more than that because it's like what, 1.5.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Time and a half, yeah.
yeah. So time and a half. So working 2 hours gets you 3 hours instead,
Yeah.
and I think that's pretty good. So
Yeah. Yeah,
because
this is
if you
something you
work
can
a
do.
full day's
Basically.
length,
yeah.
it just stacks up
Yeah,
so fast,
yeah.
and you get that overtime in.
Yeah, I'm done doing overtime next week on the calendar and I'm like I'm not doing it anymore for a while. 'Cause there's cause my dad also works there, so on the day I work overtime is when he has his shift. And so I just carpool with him and I'm like if I sign up for overtime, it'll be on his shift and he'll be like, "Why don't you just do the full time?" So
Oh,
so plus it's I was just trying it out. I'm like, how would I do? And like, how would I like it for if I did it for an entire month, give it like an honest effort. Because there's people I work with that like they work 6 to 7 days a week. So I'm like, I don't want to go that hardcore, so let's see. And it's like the extra money's nice, but it's like it does drain on like take away from
yeah.
like non-work
I mean, it
time.
can be really draining.
Yeah.
Working. I mean, that's what work is. It's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that you have to do to earn income and can be very tiring. Um, but it's like, I mean, in your case, you live with your parents, right?
Yeah.
So it's something easier,
Yeah, yeah.
choosing less time
Yeah, yeah.
as to someone who's living. Like I have roommates. If I were to work, I need to know find enough income to cover
Yeah,
rent
yeah.
plus some in order to
Yeah.
living expenses. And you know living wise, each place is harder or easier In California, it's super hard to be here and to work, to barely work less than 5 days and have money to be able to pay for rent and all that stuff. So I don't know what's like in Arizona, or I don't even know where you are from, Larry. But
He's
what's
I'm
also
also in
from?
Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
yeah.
like, what's it like living in Arizona? Is it easier? Is it harder to meet that quota? Is it something it's livable? Because
I
like,
think it's definitely a lot easier here than in LA um,
Yeah.
or in California. Like cost of living is definitely a lot cheaper,
Yeah. Like
and also like commuting is is so much easier here. Oh my goodness,
yeah. So
I
Kenny,
don't want
if
to
you
do
don't
that.
mind, what's your like rent, like the ballpark of your rent with roommates?
I have one other roommate. We want to say one other roommate. And the place I live in right now is 2,400.
Yeah. Okay.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it like just a standard li like apartment or wherever you're renting, or is it like a luxury?
2,400 is pretty standard around
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Cause.
Um, Finding, it depends. Like, for example, this is a two-bedroom,
Mhm.
two-bathroom
Yeah.
situation. So
Yeah.
I do have my own room.
Mhm.
I am not living with a roommate inside this room. I won't have anyone, back here.
Yeah.
Um, but it's like when I used to live in this apartment, which was a one bathroom, one bedroom, I shared with two other people.
Mhm.
Each person probably paid around 700, $800
Oof. That's
just to have
still.
three people crammed into one bedroom, one bathroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gross.
So for frame of reference, my sister was looking at like luxury apartments for a single bedroom, and it's
Oh,
like for no, but like here it's like the max was like 14 or 1500.
Yeah,
So so yeah, so that kind of hopefully like gives you like a frame of reference for the cost of
yeah,
living difference.
yeah, cost of living
Yeah,
difference. I mean, like if you want a luxury
yeah,
place here in
yeah,
LA, that's easily $500,000
yeah,
just for a luxury
yeah,
place. And not even to buy, more
yeah,
of to rent.
yeah,
People here super expensive. You're paying $250,000
yeah.
just to stay a place for
Yeah,
a month, and it's just like, okay, a month for $250,000, I can buy like so many cars with
yeah,
that money, or I can buy my own place, or you know, I can buy a shack and live in a shack and
yeah.
still be cheaper than that.
So yeah, it's just wanted to give my thoughts on it because I was like, I mean, I've been doing it for a while, so it's like reflection. It's like it's good and bad. For me specifically, it's like it's not too draining in terms of just doing it. It's just like because I kind of value like non-working time. Kind of takes away from that. But also my situation is like it's not a detriment because I don't have any like I don't have a kid and I don't have to pay like rent and stuff. So like it's like like those good and bad I don't have to worry about. So yeah, just for me it's one of those like once or twice a month I'd be down with. But yeah, that's kind of like my reflections after doing it for like a bit of time.
Hmm.
So yeah, we've been going for like an hour.
it's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's usually when we stop.
yeah. So
It's usually when we stop.
yeah, so
We stop when we have less than two viewers, and
yeah. Hey man, at one
uh,
point we had four. Okay,
oof,
Yeah, where's
that's
high
someone
number.
yeah, yeah.
Here,
watching?
let me just quickly match in 30 seconds on
Okay,
Instagram.
do it, dude.
Just gonna
Do it.
just
Flex
gonna
on us. Go.
be like, hey boys, how you doing?
Hanging out with the boys on Discord where I can only
Hanging
see
out the boys on Discord,
where
talking about random shit.
yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Um,
this feels like a good place to stop. Very interesting
alright.
conversations.
What?
Good.
Good
Yeah,
Yes,
talk, good talk. I'm
yeah. Thank,
just
I'm
thanks
hungry,
for
so I need
coming on,
food.
Thanks for
how do I
coming on,
Excellent.
leave?
Kenny.
How do I leave?
Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah,
hanging out with us.
yeah, yeah. Thanks, Kenny.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
slowly walk away. All right. Thanks for watching. That's
All right.
that's podcast 21.
See you,
Alright.
everyone.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.